if we need to decide if we turn Dawson, I'm gonna reject. I'm not doing it. We would just create a powerful ally for Lord Redgrave. And he has enough of that.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Exactly. Because we are much stronger than the big almighty Lord Redgrave. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. This would only give Lord Redgrave a powerful ally. We're not gonna do that. No way. Okay. Oh, shall we check out our new ult? How much damage it does? There we go. What? What? It not only killed him, it killed everything in like close range. What? Okay, that was worth it. That was...
I cannot enter.
Ah, that was worth it. Oh my god. Oh, that feels so good. We can make things explode so nicely now. Yeah. Oh, I guess we need to find it? Oh, it's... Yeah, it's probably like the biggest house here that we couldn't access earlier on. Pretty sure. Okay, yeah, we need to heal him. She's recovering. All fine, good. Why is there so much blood here?
It's locked.
Never mind. So it should be this house here. Biggest house in the city. Of course, what else? How do we access it though? And then another question is, could you give Aloysius someone other's blood to botch the transformation? Oh, that's like a cool idea. Oh, I wish that would be an option. If that will be an option, I'm definitely gonna do that. That'd be cool. I just fear it might not be happening. Where exactly? Oh, yeah. Just have a look at the actual quest and well, we need to talk and ask. Right. Why is it loading? I was just talking to him. Uh-oh.
Dr. Reid, still conducting your nocturnal survey?
Okay. I'm honest with you, this scares me a bit. I don't know what that was.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it. With just one phone call.
That's not helpful.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'm sure we'll talk again soon. Seems violence and madness are now contagious.
Why the big loading screen? That was weird.
Good evening, Mr. Baker.
Why do I always have feelings of deja vu when I talk to you?
I don't
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Not helpful.
Hello again, Dr. Reid.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
Not helpful.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
Oh yeah.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Goodbye for now, Miss Price.
I'm actually thinking about
I
it.
hope
If
you can stay a little longer this time.
if he will die, he's the pillar of this community. I mean, Dorothy Craig is dead. Sean Hampton is dead. Usually it's going south whenever the pillar of the community dies. So, what will happen to the West End?
Good evening, young lady.
My mother always prefers when people simply call me Carol.
Have you ever met the famous Aloysius Dawson?
Yes, a very strange man. Not very nice.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books, and then laughed at what we showed him.
Goodbye, Carol.
Good morning. Good evening, sir.
Okay. You're tipping Aloysius to the Scotland Yard for something. It's another option. You may calling him in? Maybe. I mean, what if we...
It's locked, all right.
What if we talk to Usher? He may actually know more.
Good evening, Jonathan Reid. Can I help you in any way?
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Interesting. Oh, whoop. Aloysius was a member of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Okay. I think you're right.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Perhaps London will survive the
I
epidemic.
actually agree
I seem to
on that. There should be a way to deal with this situation. Not losing our face to Lord Redgrave, but still not turning Aloysius guess this could be it. Let's see. Let's try it. Dawson's Mansion. Wow.
Dawson's Mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains. Am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Yeah, just don't ask. I just found a house, I went there, it was the right one. Let's just call it lucky. But yeah, apparently we found it. Well. I don't even see him here, so he's... Oh, wow, okay, this is a big house. He's probably behind that. Crazy. Okay, let's loot. I'd take that. I'd take this house. That's for sure. Although I gotta say it's probably already too big. Newspaper article. Execution of John Francis Sparrow. 21st has been hung this morning in the prison of Pentonville. Mr. Sparrow was sentenced to death after being found guilty of the murder of his sister Alexandra Sparrow. Until the end, the man claimed he was innocent. No formal proof of his presence at the crime scene was ever brought to the court. But he has been sentenced to death and executed anyway. Scotland Yard refused to reopen the case despite the many holes in the chains of events, which ended with the death of Miss Sparrow. Charles Albright, who conducted the inquiry for Scotland Yard, refused to answer any of our questions, but 3 weeks ago he was demoted without any official explanation. What a strange way to reward an efficient inquiry. Clayton Darby.
Reduced in rank for falsely accusing a man of murder. I wonder what Inspector Albright thinks about his punishment.
We should definitely go and ask him at some time. We really should. Alright, I guess it's time. Again, this portrait. There he is. There he is.
It's locked, all right.
This will be a crucial moment.
It's locked.
Okay. Here we go.
Finally you're here, Dr. Reid. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us. and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reid. Planned very carefully.
We can definitely take a few minutes, right? We're not in a hurry.
Sir, I'm going to end your life. Do you not wish to discuss the procedure for even a minute?
I don't have a minute to indulge in idle chatter. I can't feel my legs, and the cold, so cold.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
Okay.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reid, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
Sad but true.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. Perfect.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reid, and I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London, I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
Ah, that's all that matters. That's interesting. That's what I needed to hear. Perfect.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
It'll get pretty empty then, very fast. Ah, God, okay.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
We're not gonna turn him. So the question is, will we just kill him? Or will we charm him? If we charm him, he would just, okay, forget your fear of dying. He would just die. And that's the natural way of things. If we embrace him, we would actually kill him, and that would give Lord Redgrave something to throw at us, right? He would just need to see his corpse, and then he's like, oh, two fangs, just interesting, 2 spots in the neck. Well, I guess what happened? So, no, I'm gonna charm him. He's gonna die. And we'll probably have a problem with Lord Redgrave. But since we should be the, like, higher vampire, we should be safe. I think we can defend ourselves against him. Against his army, if that is about to come, so yeah, let's do it. Oh my god. Okay, let's do it.
Listen to me, Aloysius Dawson. You will forget your fear of dying, for it has poisoned your mind and made you bitter and ruthless since the death of your twin brother.
You don't understand. Death is oblivion, the eternal void. I know there's nothing there. I saw it in Robert's empty eyes. I saw myself in that coffin.
Death is painful for those who remain, not for those who have passed. All that occult gibberish you filled your head with has made you forget this simple truth.
No! Death will not claim me. I have the power and the money. I've acquired the arcane knowledge needed. I believe there is magic, there are dark forces. You will provide me my extension.
Your ignorance makes you a fool. You have no idea. Look at me. Hunted like a beast, my family lost, cursed. I have not escaped death, I have become it.
No, there must be a way. I don't want to go like my brother did. I have money, lots of money.
Money won't ease your mind. I know you used to be a good and generous man. So I offer you the gift of peace, Aloysius. The tranquility of a true death.
I accept your offer. And I understand. No more fear, I will die a man of dignity. And a man at peace.
The district will soon suffer the consequences of our action.
It's locked, all right.
Oh yeah, it will. Well, He's still alive, but he'll die any moment, I guess. Undead. He was already dead, killed by the scouts. Yeah, the scouts. Uh-oh. Yeah. He said he would come to actually cherish the moment with us, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my. Okay, prepare. This is gonna take a bad turn.
Is it done, Dr. Reid? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
I'm afraid Mr. Dawson finally chose to embrace life and death as a mortal.
What do you mean?
He has overcome his fear of dying. I let him rest and wait for death to come.
What? This is unacceptable. Go back there and make him the powerful Ekon he's destined to be.
No, Lord Redgrave. As a doctor and as an immortal, I can't. If you wish to make him your progeny, then proceed on your own.
This is an outrage beyond words. This is betrayal, pure and simple. I should kill you on the spot. You swore on William Marshall's blood.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor. And take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
Wow, oh my god, that was, oh my god. That was so cool though. Oh, I loved how Jonathan was reacting here. Have you talked to him again?
Step away, traitor. Return to your dubious friends and your decrepit hospital. Do not dare show yourself again, you or that monstrosity you bring to my door.
Created a powerful enemy. And if I were... What? What is she doing here? Oh my god. What is she doing here? Why is she here? Oh my god. Okay, this is... Oh my god. This is gonna be interesting. But before we talk to her, one thought. I think Lord Redgrave will turn him into a powerful skull now. That's what I think. But well, we'll see. We'll see. What is she doing here? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget, what are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Oh.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
I like her. She's cool. She's so cool.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as you did.
Wait. Does she maybe know about our maker? I mean, we do know so little about her.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Yeah. She's quite the woman.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers. Now that's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
That's probably what she meant, like, by going into areas that she usually doesn't go to. Why do I hear, like, a big skull? Is that Aloysius Dawson already? Yay.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
They want to attack the hospital?
Wait, slow down. I need to ask you something.
I'm listening, but I do not have time to waste, so be quick.
Oh my.
Where is Lady Ashbury right now?
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as strong as you.
Is she?
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly at our gate and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London. She asked about Ascalon. She asked about many things.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that to us immortals, for we have so much to dwell upon.
Why did she come to you?
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of the city. She sought the silent truths, truths I have kept hidden for so long.
Okay, but what did you tell her? Damn, we don't have much time, but I would so love to know.
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average Skull, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well, and he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
Wow. Oh my god, this is crazy.
No time to lose then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
It is time. It is freaking time.
Yes. Tell her I love her.
Is this still unknown to her? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Crazy. This is just crazy. Whoa! Lord Finley! It's the first of the Lords of the Ascalon Club! Ha! Oh, nice! I didn't like them anyways. Oh, you know what? Now it's time for the shotgun, isn't it?
Die, you boy!
Ooh, goodbye, Lord Finlay. Whoops. Ah, I think I hit him pretty hard. Her house should be this one here, right? Yeah. Let's talk to the dear lady.
Elizabeth, I'm so happy to see you. I was so concerned.
It is also good to see you in these darkened hours. Is all well, my dear?
Indeed, we stand upon the precipice. Has the news reached you of Edgar Swansea?
No. I returned home but moments ago. What of him?
Your friend, the well-informed old Bridget, tells me the Guard of Priwen has assaulted Pembroke. I fear Edgar tops their bloody list.
Bridget? She is such a tragic figure. And yet, I sense deep inside, she has a delicate, fragile soul.
But you despised skulls? No, did she? Not completely, right? So, I don't know. This would be the obvious answer because, well, I do like her. Wait, what is this supposed to mean? What are you hiding? Can we, like, get some more information out of her? It's just because I'm curious, so let's try that.
What are you hiding? You went to the sewers. Did you speak with Harriet Jones?
Indeed, Jonathan. I seek the truth, just as you do.
I was concerned for your safety. McCullum draws too close to you for my comfort.
Fear not. I've evaded the hunters for many a year, and I intend to stay far from their gases, flames, and spikes. Now, speak to me of Dawson.
I convinced Aloysius to embrace death as the ultimate gift of mortal life. I believe he found peace in the end.
The cost must have been heavy indeed. I am proud of you, my love.
Ascalon has defrocked me and threatens to hound me from the city. This was, no doubt, inevitable.
You did what you thought was right at the time. One can ask no more. The important task now at hand is to help poor Edgar.
Now I am assured of your safety. That is precisely my intention.
Good. Now go, my dear, and return with good news with the greatest haste.
I'll try my best. Stay safe. And we should actually hurry. If Pembroke was assaulted... Well, this should be one way in, right? Okay. Well, to be honest, all seems normal still. So they're just planning it right now. That's good. It has not happened yet. That's very good. Oh, a letter? I'm tired of your shit, Clay. What the fuck did you do? All the bloody dogs are gossiping about how my husband has just got that stupid kid. How many times did I tell you to count to 20 before drawing your blade? How can we expect to do proper business and have people obey if you keep on killing everyone who dares cross you? Now, rumors say some blokes from the dad's family are looking for you. One of them even swore to kill you. Don't come home tonight. I've seen strange men patrolling the streets. There may be some commie militia or something like that sent to arrest you. Go to a safe place for a few days. Maybe go to the hospital or Whitechapel. Make yourself useful for once by checking if any business could be settled over there. When the situation is calmer, I'll send a wet booty boy so you know to come back at Vina. Where is he though? Oh, right there. No! Just no. No. Okay, we're gonna talk to you. I don't
Hey,
mind.
Doc.
Is he like continuing to do it? Okay, this is awkward. Anyways,
What can you tell me about your marriage, Clay?
Marriage is the sweetest cage, they say. Well, I found myself locked in one with a wild animal.
You mean your wife keeps you on your toes?
No, I mean, we both have claws and we both love to bite.
Am I right to assume your wife's letter pissed you off, Clay?
I was so mad, I threw away the knife she got me when we got married.
Your wife gave you a knife as a wedding present.
That knife has always been my lucky charm. If I'd had it in my hand when I got stabbed on that pier, I'd not have been wounded.
Do you want it back?
I don't need it here, but if you'd be kind enough to bring it to me, I'd be really grateful.
A grateful Clay Cox? I might just find your knife and bring it back to you to see that happen.
I can give you directions, but I'd be surprised if you managed to find it. My hideout isn't meant to be found easily.
A lucky charm? I never would have taken you as the superstitious type.
We all have our flaws, Doc. Mine's to have my weapon of choice for when the really dirty business comes around.
Are you all right? I heard the hospital has been attacked.
For a second I thought the bastards were here for me. They had guns and everything. Maybe they're a new gang trying to expand.
yeah, definitely.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Let him continue his business. Oh, he's actually done. While we had the conversation, he was done peeing. Okay. Okay. Let's go see Edgar.
Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar?
Oh.
McCullum and his thugs are taking the credit for Edgar's abduction. They really mean business.
What the fuck? Wow. Okay. So we have the Ascalon Club and the Guard of Noobs against us now. It's gonna be fun.
It's locked.
Still. Okay. Why is there blood here? That's... Yeah, they must have come through here. Definitely, yep. This is the way how we open this door, right? Oh no. Wait, what? Oh. Uh-oh. Everything's closing in on us. Holy shit. Oh my god. I don't like the look of this. Are you ready?
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for what.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster, just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it, just like you are.
You're its progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. Your poisonous bite is useless on me. Close your eyes! This is gonna hurt.
Wow. Oh, this hits like a truck. Oh, take that,
Come on,
baby.
Reid. Try something else. The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me.
Oh, this is crazy. So he thinks like our maker was William Marshall. That would explain why Redgrave is totally crazy about us.
are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
Wow, I just need a breather here. Wow, that was crazy. So, William Marshall could be our maker? I mean, it could be true. Because that would explain why we are powerful, right? But why? Yeah, undead. I agree. Why? We could collaborate. I think he's like way too narrow-minded for that. He's totally crazy and like, vampires are bad, we need to kill them. I only have one attitude towards them, and I'm too simple-minded to think something else. So, I don't think we should collaborate. I don't think that will work. They're crazy bastards and ideologic. It won't work. It won't work.
I was only reborn for a few minutes before you and your men hunted me down like a beast.
You were only reborn for a few minutes, and you'd already taken the life of an innocent woman.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now, for there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
Oh my god! We can turn him! We can turn him and make him see the other side. Oh my god. This is absolutely madness. This is so crazy. But I feel like, oh my, I'm so, oh. I want to do that. I want to turn him. I actually want to turn him because this is not a good guy run anymore. Like, we lost and killed so many, so it doesn't matter. And probably if I'd play this game again, I'd go for a good run, like a true good run. So I want to see what happens if we turn him. I mean, he would be, oh damn, he would be a vampire. But that would also mean he's gonna be like a freaking strong vampire because he's of our lineage. But I don't know, maybe he would kill himself. Or he would not survive the process. Oh my god, I'm so tempted. Shit. What do we do? What do we do? I'm sorry. I'm too tempted, and in the good guy run, I'd spare his life. Oh my god, we're gonna do it. We're gonna turn him and make him a vampire. Oh my god. I mean, we'll still be more powerful than him, so we should be safe. And maybe he's convinced he's gonna join our side, the good vampire side, and the Guard of Priwen could actually do something good. Let's do it.
I'll make you a vampire. I'll make you one of us.
No! Kill me!
Oh my god.
You're about to be hunted, just like me.
No! No!
When I kissed my palm goodbye, I had no idea what I was doing. But now I do. Consider this my kiss of Judas. Welcome to the world through the looking glass.
Wow. Oh my god. I mean, as I told you, normally I wouldn't have done that. Like, no way. But since this run is already screwed. Like, we lost so many good people. We even killed them because they turned into monsters and such. It doesn't matter, and I'm just curious. So, yeah, that's why I did it. Damn, oh my god, that was... Oh. Jonathan can be such a badass. Oh my goodness. Okay, back to the theater. I don't know why, but the gunshot sounds are missing. Yeah. Okay, this is weird. Obviously, turning McCollum created a lot of silenced, suppressed weapons. That's crazy. Oh no, just wanted to loot, not enter the house. What house is that even?
So Priwen never left Doris's theater after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
Oh. Well, perfect. Of course it had to be this house. Whoa. I just wanted to loot. Okay, obviously I can't go back. Okay. Some sounds are missing. Like, they're not talking anymore, nothing. I think I broke the game by actually turning him. Oh my. do see those two down there. Where is he? Where's Swansea? Oh, down there. Oh, downstairs. Okay, I get it. He's... I don't know the exact name for it, but there's always like a trick door at well, on stage. If someone forgets his tags or something, then that's an option, right? But yeah, I think he's down there under the stage. Prevent shall prevail. Your leader is a vampire. Yay! Oh god, a church guy. Really? Really? It's so weird. To miss on these sounds, it's so weird. Oh well. Swansea, I'm here for the rescue.
It's locked.
Okay, how do we get to you? But here we can only go up. Wait, what? I am confused. Oh wait, gather information about Swansea's work? Maybe we just need to, I don't know, find a document or something to actually move on? Oh yeah, see? Okay, my columns report. Oh, can we... Oh, I can't scroll in here. Damn it.
Doris Fletcher.
Yeah. Let's read it first. My columns report, 11th of June, 18. I just finished reading Doris Fletcher's journal, as painful and dreadful as it was. My god, the woman planned to see everyone in London afflicted by infecting all who would come to her next play. It helped me understand greatly what is going on. Doris Fletcher's real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of some Harriet Jones, who has been treated as a patient for a long time at the Pembroke Hospital. She clearly hated her mother, but used her fame and notoriety to see her while visiting the poor and sick in the East End. I don't know exactly what happened then, but this is how her mother infected her before returning to the theatre, and how she turned into that monstrosity that the leech known as Jonathan Reid finally defeated. The presence of that vampire in the same hospital where Harriet Jones was treated can't be a coincidence. I'm convinced he's deeply involved with the vampire plague going on in London right now. I'm also convinced Swansea is his accomplice, and that those two are planning something more terrifying than anything the guard has ever faced. Maybe I should take some time to read the old books and manuscripts the guard still possess to get some answers. It may prove useful. In the meantime, I better send some patrols to investigate about what is occurring at the Pembroke Hospital. 11th August 18. It took me 2 days to pass through the dusty registers and books we keep in the vault. God, I hate losing time like this. The search did prove fruitful. For once, I found 2 pages that could be related to our present situation in a copy of William Marshall's memoirs. I took them with me to read more carefully. This creature, Marshall says he fought in 1666. This disaster that aimed to destroy London. It is very similar to what happened with Doris Fletcher. Disease, infection, hate of the living. A desire to see the city ransacked. I have no doubt that the bloody old leech of William Marshall is behind all this, and that he is back. This could be our greatest accomplishment if the guard could at last find and destroy that old bastard. I believe what Marshall did in 1666 is exactly what Reid is now trying to do. Did the creature, this disaster, escape their will? Is it why Marshall destroyed him in 1666? And Reid did the same with Doris Fletcher before she became such a creature? I don't know, but those two are clearly working together, and Swansea's helping them. I will immediately give orders to have him arrested and interrogated. As for Reid, I'll destroy that evil beast myself, and then we'll deal with William Marshall, and this disaster thing proven will prevail once more. Okay. So this is like a repetition of something that happened in the past. And William Marshall is actually, well, he could be our maker then. It would make sense. So we are his, what did he call us? Our champion? And we're the only one who can, like, solve the whole thing out. Something like that.
Was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
There should be something else here though, right? I mean, we still need something about Edgar's work, I guess. Now the door opens, okay. I get it. He's behind that door. I want to make sure that guy's dead though first.
It's locked.
Pin note. Evidence save. Until further notice, this save will be used to store sensitive evidences. It must always be locked. If you need to access it, just find me on the last floor to get the key. And bloody remember to bring it back to me when you're done.
I should find the key to that box.
Okay. Oh my god, William Marshall's memoirs.
Blood of a pure...
Here I can scroll, okay. Wow. The Brotherhood of the St. Paul Still finally agreed to meet me in London. They proposed to meet inside the new Cathedral of St. Paul. I like the wit and solemnity of these men. What a symbol to choose the place where I defeated this disaster, but also the place where I fell. I agreed to their proposition. There, in the sacred silence of the church and under the eye of God, they respectfully listened to me. They acknowledged my victory against this evil creature, the Dus Astro, the Eater of Stars, who only wished to spread death and pestilence all around her. Since they acknowledged my will to save London in 1666, they heard my request, my burning desire to stop the blood of hate. Their primate promised to come back to me with an answer. The primate of St. Paul wrote back to me with just a name, the Tear of Angels. According to him, this ancient artifact could heal anything, cleanse any blackened soul, and purify my blood. Blessed be the Lord, it took me more than 100 years to find a cure for the blood of hate, but I may finally have found it. Soon the rage shall end, soon I may repair the wrong I did, and cleanse my failures. Now all I need to do is retrieve the necessary ingredients to create this artifact. Blood of the purest heart mixed with the blood of a king. To find such rare ingredients is not what worries me the most, for time is on my side. It's the last part that worries me. Pure essence of garlic. I'm afraid it will literally hurt like hell when I drink the antidote. But if that's the price to pay to cleanse my soul and correct my mistakes, I'm ready to endure this excruciating pain.
Your heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind.
Definitely. That's what he drank. Huh, definitely. The Vampire Knight. Oh, okay, here I can scroll. William Marshall, forget the legend about the man, the one most of you never heard of, you lazy bastards. Forget the empty tomb in the temple church. Forget the death of those among us who died trying to locate him. We, the guard, know that he's still hiding somewhere. That's the only fact we must keep in mind. Another small detail we need to keep in mind, this little fucker is clever. How many times have we thought we had cornered him to finally only find old dust and cobwebs? Marshall has been a vampire for 1,000 years. We're no match until we change our plans concerning his hunt. So here are a few questions for you, lazy bastards, and I want all of them answered before speaking of another great hunt to pin the leech down. Who helped him escape his den on the Temple Church? We know now for a fact that a private contractor was paid to move a large coffin from the church a few years before we investigated the tomb. What exactly did the traders of Brotherhood of St. Paul discuss with Marshall when they meet in 1785 in London? A report of this meeting has been burned, but witnesses remain of a request made by Marshall to access a specific book in their library. Why does the monstrosity known as Lady Blackwood seem linked to Marshall? Lady Blackwood. Oh, I do get a bad feeling here. Is Lady Blackwood the disaster? Or is she... Nah, it can't be. That's not Lady Ashbury, right? No. Why does the monstrosity known as Lady Blackwood seem linked to Marshall? They exchanged letters. She went in London to meet him in 1786. According to the Brotherhood spies, she tried to discreetly buy his castle in Wales in 1793 before fleeing when spotted by our fearless mentor Candlestone. See the pattern here? What happened during these few years? Why such agitation and activity? Answer these questions, my brothers, and you will find the path to our most eminent foe, William Marshall, oldest vampire of England, to survive our righteous wrath. That's a lot to take in.
It's locked, all right.
That's a lot to take in right now. Okay, he's behind that door. But before we go there...
It's locked, all right.
Ah. Never mind. Pandora's box. Well, all their secrets shall be in there, right? I don't think that'll be the case. But I guess we'll find something interesting in there.
I really don't know if I should read this.
I think we should. Personal notebook. 8th January 1918. The cards worry me, for they keep on announcing. This is the notebook of St. Paul Stoll's leader, right? The cards worry me, for they keep on announcing the coming of an imprecise but terrible danger, distinct from this awful war. I better call back the legates to London and tell them to observe and report any unusual events. 15th March 1918. Something is definitely going on. The cards keep hiding what is approaching, and that can only mean something powerful is moving. Something so strong and potent, the cards cannot fully reveal its nature. All the legates, but one, are back in London. His mission is Lhasa. In Lhasa is too crucial to be aborted. The only noticeable event in the frequent meetings between Aloysius Dawson and the Ascalon Club. It's nothing to worry about for now. 24th July 1918. A terrible epidemic is upon us, and I don't like this at all. My legates have been sent back overseas to protect them from the disease, but also to find any clue about the origin of the plague. I'm not totally convinced this is all natural. In the past, we had many cases of vampire activity linked with sudden epidemics. We must remain vigilant. 17th of August. All over the world, hundreds of thousands dead, broken families, despair and affliction deeply rooted in our hearts. This epidemic is a curse. Reports from every country tell me this catastrophe has no boundaries, no limits. The good news is that the disease seems to have withdrawn. The bad news is the cards keep on foreseeing a calamity. 19th September. Cards were right from the beginning. A calamity is upon us. The best sign may be the return of the Guard of Previn. Geoffrey McCallum himself is back in London. He's actively inquiring and recruiting members for a new campaign. Whatever I may think of McCallum's methods, I must admit he has a good nose for danger. We must all stay alert. 21st of September. McCallum did not waste any time. At least 3 of his warhounds have been ordered to survey me. Same old hate, same old methods once again. They will inquire about all my moves, all my acquaintances, and all my actions. I know they are convinced I am an immortal plotting against them, against humanity, stupid hunters. I have no time for this. I may have my secrets, but I'm not the conspiring foe thereafter. But they're right about something. The cataclysm will not be avoided. 15th of October. For the second time since I am the Primate of St. Paul, I fear for the city. Scouts are invading London and the entire country. No, not invading. They're already here. They're among us, released by the flesh of the many infected. Observers of the Brotherhood tell me that foreign vampires are arriving from all over Europe, delighted to get their share of innocent and suffering flesh. This country as we know it may be on the verge of oblivion. We still don't know what is maneuvering against us. 26th of October. The cards are still worrying me, as if the real danger was not revealed yet. I am convinced that the Guard of Previn is about to launch a second-grade hunt. This is the only explanation to the patterns of activities deployed by McCullum. Control of strategic command posts all over the city. Creation of many new weapons. Robbery to quickly finance this expensive undertaking. I know my name will be on the list if they decide to hunt down all identified vampires in England, but I refuse to submit to this threat. 7th of November. A Previn attack is imminent. Scouts and patrols are getting closer every night. I can't even blame them, for the situation is critical. Sorry. A few reports even claim the horned vampire may be back. Or a maker. But their blindness never ceases to astonish me. How can they keep considering me a foe? Have I not proved I am their ally? Have I not done all I can to protect mortals? This is my last entry in this journal. May God have mercy on our souls.
I can't believe it.
That is so much to take in tonight. Holy shit.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Geoffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
I put him in a somewhat delicate position when I made him an immortal.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I knew this would happen. That we actually have to decide whether to save him or not. But, personally, I feel he has not told us everything. So, maybe this would be a good moment to actually to ask him.
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
But this is a very important question.
Why would the Guard of Prewin believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is the Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Priwen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
But that's not true, right? William Marshall had contact to his faction, to the Priory of St. Paul's.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theater. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum.
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
I made a mistake. But what is science if not trial and error? We both know it, Jonathan, we both know it.
What a poor justification for your morbid fascination and thirst for glory.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Wow. Wow. I don't know what to say. Wow. So he actually used the blood of Lady Ashbury. Our beloved Lady Ashbury. And that caused the transmutation of Harriet Jones like that? I mean, we've seen that. That was crazy. Then why did her blood, I mean, Lady Ashbury's blood, do that to her? Is Lady Ashbury the embodiment of a disaster? Is Lady Ashbury Lady Blackwood? Oh my god. What are we doing with him though now? I mean, it's actually all his fault. If he didn't try to, well, test an experiment with vampire blood, this whole epidemic would have not been existent. Right? But to be honest, if he's responsible for all this shit that happened here, we should not actually let him get away with that. And I don't mean we just let him die or we embrace him. I think we will turn him into a vampire, make him see how painful it is, and then he has eternal time to undo his terrible mistake. His death is not an option here. And since the world will burn, well, we need a few more good, strong vampires in Team Reid. Right? Here we go.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Enough!
What what he always wanted.